coming all the way from New York, please welcome my best friend since the 4th grade, Hari Kondabolu!
Hello, Oakland. Hello. Very nice to be here. Thank you, Oakland. Thank you. This is great. This is wonderful. We can cut that opening applause to the end so it looks like I got a standing ovation. This is perfect. You're doing great. Look, I know what you're all thinking right now. You're thinking, Hari Kondabolu, why does your skin look so fucking beautiful? I know. It's cocoa butter. I've been using cocoa butter. Just the other day, I went to the supermarket to get some more cocoa butter when I noticed the cocoa butter had been moved to the ethnic needs section of my supermarket. I, of course, was confused by this because I saw ethnic needs. I'm like, great. End of police brutality, more access to health care, more educational opportunities. Finally, the day has arrived in America. I'm surprised it's at the supermarket. It wasn't. It was just shampoo, hair relaxers, and cocoa butter. Nothing had changed in America. I've been using cocoa butter a couple of years now. I love it because it makes me smell like chocolate. And I, of course, love chocolate for political reasons, right? Because in America, white is still the default. Despite how diverse this country is, the average American is still seen as white. We see that in television, we see that in film, we see that in media. The average American is seen as white. That's why I like chocolate. Because when you first think of chocolate, you think of something brown. And if you think of white chocolate first, you're a fucking racist. I mean, honestly. Who's thinking of white chocolate in that situation? And that brings up the bigger issue. Why did we need white chocolate to begin with? It's chocolate, man. It's great. Why would you need to make white chocolate? Do you love the taste of chocolate, but can't stand looking at it? Well, then try some white chocolate. It's from the people that brought you white Jesus. Now, as you can imagine, this joke doesn't work in most of the country. And I was doing this joke in a small town in rural Pennsylvania. The show wasn't a complete failure, and I know it wasn't because I'm still alive, right? But it didn't go particularly well, and after the show, a man came up to me, he was agitated. He's like, hey, I just want you to know, I don't like your white Jesus joke. And I knew we had an issue because I've always considered that my white chocolate joke, so clearly a fundamental difference of opinion. And I'm like, what issue did you have with my joke? And he's like, I don't agree with you. I think Jesus was white. And I'm like, that's fine. You can believe whatever you want to believe. Like, I don't believe in gravity. But you don't see me flying, right? You can believe whatever you want to believe, but the facts are the facts. Both Jesus' parents are from the Middle East. For all intents and purposes, they were brown. Two brown people cannot create a fucking Swedish tennis player. You can't look like that. Why does Jesus look like Bjorn Borg for no reason, right? And I explained this to him. And he's like, look, I'm not an idiot, which was debatable at this point. He hadn't really proven otherwise. You know? He's like, look, I'm not an idiot. I understand what you're saying, but here's the thing. Jesus' mother, Mary, she was from the Middle East. She can be brown, but his father wasn't Joseph, right? His father was God, and God, as we all know, is white. Now, I should have walked out of the room at this point, but I didn't. Because I wanted to know how this future joke was going to end. And I said, you do realize what you're saying is absurd, right? Mixing brown and white doesn't create white. Any child or racist could tell you that. I mean, that's the way this country has historically worked. But let's say I was to agree with you that somehow a brown woman and a white man was able to create a white Jesus. I will only agree that Jesus Christ is white if you agree that Barack Obama is as white as Jesus Christ. And after presenting that man with his own logic, I think it's pretty fair to assume that this man was so racist that he no longer believed in God. So, mission accomplished.